Hello, today's title is a surrogate mom who gets a DNA test is caught off guard by the results. Before I start, subscribe, like this video, and share it with all your friends. So when Jessica Allen volunteered to be surrogate for a Chinese couple, she took plenty of time to prepare herself for the physical and emotional feat. However, no amount of planning could have possibly been needed here for the nightmare she was forced to face. California resident Jessica Allen was a proud mom of two. She carried both of her own children, so she knew all the nitty-gritty details of bringing children into the world, and if it meant helping out another family, Jessica would gladly carry a child again. Jessica signed up to become a surrogate, all in hopes of helping a family in need while making a few bucks. She thought she found the perfect couple, who were simply desperate to create a child from their own DNA. Their struggle touched Jessica's heart. The couple was from China, but since surrogacy isn't yet legal in their country, they trekked into the United States to find their miracle surrogate. In 2016, Jessica agreed to house their unborn child with the help of San Diego-based Omega Family Global. It was a done deal. In April 2016, the couple's male embryo was implanted in Jessica's uterus via in vitro fertilization. Everyone had their fingers crossed. To prepare her womb, Jessica took estrogen and progesterone as instructed. She followed her IVF doctor's order to a T or ensure that the pregnancy would go smoothly. The embryo took and everything went swell. Up 6-week mark, Jessica was told she was carrying twins. 1, 2. She thought there was only one baby refusing to pay rent in her uterus. So, you would imagine the shock of situation. The couple didn't know what hit them. The doctor explained, it's not often that a singular embryo will split, but it doesn't happen. Well, Jessica was originally paid a whopping $30,000 plus expenses to carry the Chinese couple's offspring. After they discovered she was hosting twins, she received an additional $5,000 a month. Moving forward, all was well with the babies. On December 12, 2016, 38 weeks into the pregnancy, Jessica gave birth to the two held babies via C-section. Directly after the birth, doctors darted away with the babies. Jessica not even got a mere glance at them. According to Jessica, she signed a contractual agreement that allowed her to spend an hour after the birth with the children she nurtured and cultivated for 9 months. So the fact that they were immediately rushed away from her was suspicious. Later that night, Jessica was shown a photo of the newborns, who doctors insisted were identical twins when Jessica took a close look at the picture. However, something seemed very off. Albus, the definition of the word identical, recently changed. Jessica just knew those little ones were not identical twins. One His skin tone was much fairer than the other. One looked full Chinese, the other didn't look full Chinese, Jessica told people. It was very clear that they were not identical. But I didn't ask questions, she continued. Jessica was undoubtedly troubled by the situation, but a caseworker with the surrogacy agency guaranteed that the children were identical twins despite their polarizing physical features. After the birth, Jessica and her hubby, Wardell Jasper, used the hefty chunk of cash they received from the surrogacy to help pay for a new house, just as they were preparing to move into their dream home. There was an interruption. Weeks after the birth, Jessica received a text from the intended mother with photos of the newborn. She was clearly having doubts regarding who the baby belongs to. As she probed Jessica, asking her if she noticed that they looked different. After much speculation, the babies got a DNA test, and it turned out they were 100% not related. See? One of the infants belongs to Jessica and her husband. But how was this possible? Jessica and her husband followed the doctor's orders as they waited to have sex until after she was confirmed pregnant with the couple's embryo. Well, the rare medical phenomena superfetation had something to do with it. Superfetation happens when a woman continues to ovulate after becoming pregnant. Understandably, Jessica had no idea this would be an issue, as the phenomena only affects approximately 0.3% of women. Jessica and her husband were wallowing in the most intense level of panic mode. They desperately wanted their new son home, who they named Malachi. But the Chinese couple weren't handing over the infant until Jessica and the mother handed over 22,000 bucks. If Jessica didn't give the couple the wad of cash soon, the intended mother threatened to put little Malachi up for adoption. They wanted me to pay or adopt my own child, Jessica told people. Believe it or not, Jessica Allen wasn't angry with the intended mother, as Jessica thought. She may have been manipulated. It's not her fault. The agency put it in her head that I was going to try to sway her. I never said those words, she explained. Things got worse when the Chinese intended mother started sending Jessica all kinds of text messages out of her fear that she got straight. Word to get him 3 different times, and they just kept giving us an excuse. Jessica said it was messy. You would think since reuniting with their son, they'd be enjoying their completed family. But the emotional and financial stress of the situation made bliss a distant concept for Jessica and Wardell. The ordeal also involves ugly battles with lawyers and a boarding waiting game for Malachi's birthday certificate and social security card. The only upside of all of this was that Jessica gained a beautiful son, though she and her husband were heartbroken that Malachi had to spend his first 10 months in the hands of flaky strangers. Jessica relayed that watching the little man grow has eased her of the pain and guilt. What also happened? The alliance couple Cope was known that in the grand scheme of things, they would be separated from Malachi from her longer. After all, they knew all about Shannara Mobley. So this is the story for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with all your friends. And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram account. Thank you so much. See you next episode. Goodbye.